My name is David Arrigo, and I've painted goalie masks for the better part of 15, 20 years now. We're all nuts, goalies and artists. So the funny thing is, I was a goalie growing up, and then when I got to 16, I realized I wasn't growing above 5'8", and I was a crappy goalie, so I had to get in the Hockey Hall of Fame a different way, so I did it through my paintings. So, and anyone that calls me crap today, I just say, hey, my name's in the Hall of Fame, you're in.
I started off in the bars and restaurants, back in the 90s doing large murals, outdoor murals. That was a big thing. There was no vinyl back then, so you actually had paint going onto walls. That brings me into a whole new facet of my painting, which was speed painting, for lack of better terms, which is now called the live mural experience. So my first goalie mask, it's funny, it goes back, we have to rewind back to 2006, 2007, Dallas NHL All-Star game. I'm doing a large mural there. And Mike Smith, who was a rookie at the time, was playing in Dallas, and his father approached me about doing masks, and I had no interest at all. Didn't want to do anything about that. But he sort of, kept on hounding me, if you will. And so we decided to come up with something unique, which was the Grinch being on the mask.
And he's pulling off the other team's logos off the tree and stealing them. And that was pretty funny because we started, actually, this is one of the first times ever that an NHL mask had other NHL logos on it. And that was another thing that raised a lot of interest. They're like, what are you doing putting other team logos in? I'm like, look at what he's doing to them. Like he's stealing them from the tree. So that was a little fun tidbit there that a lot of people caught on to, and some people raised an eyebrow to that for sure. And then they ended up showing his mask on the top of the net, celebrating it. Like, look at this mask that Mike Smith wore. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, that was really, really cool. I wasn't sure what to expect. I was just hoping to see him wearing it during the game, not for it to be, front and center and everyone talking about this Grinch mask. So that was a good shot in the arm for me, for sure. That's the Alice Cooper tribute mask. This is kind of a funny one. So I said to Smitty, I just found out that Alice Cooper attends a great deal of Coyotes games. And I said to him, why don't you take advantage of this, put him on it, and you know what? We might get into some media stuff. And he said, no way. He's always saying no to me. So I just ended up painting it, sending it down without him knowing. Needless to say, he was a little peed off with me. So he wears it that night of the game. And for whatever reason, I can't remember what it was, but I was flying out to LA that evening or the next morning. So I was, couldn't get in touch with anyone for 4 hours, 5 hours, or whatever it is. I landed, my phone blew up as soon as I turned on. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? So apparently Alice Cooper shared it with everybody who was so happy, went down to hang out with Smitty. And then TMZ was contacting me because they wanted to talk about why Alice Cooper and all this stuff. The NHL's trying to contact me saying, TMZ is trying to get in touch with you because they're so happy with all this media attention. And I was just like, whatever. And the first call I made was to Smitty, said, told you so, and I hung up.